buying myself a big girl gift, he's not responsible for buying me something back. This is what I chose to get for me.
Papoose is the wealthiest man that I've been with. I'll say it again. Papoose is the wealthiest man that I've been with. And that's like no faking.
As many people have already heard, Claressa Shields is now dealing with a serious and very public situation involving her fiancé, Papoose, and his estranged wife, Remy Ma. Reports claim that close to $900,000 connected to Claressa's earnings has gone missing, turning the issue into both a financial and emotional crisis. The situation has raised one major question online: will Papoose and Remy avoid consequences, or will Claressa continue fighting until every cent is returned? Based on how intense things already seem, she does not appear ready to walk away.
No man I've ever messed with been broke. Never. Never. They may have not had as much money as me, but they haven't been broke.
At the beginning, nothing felt fake or suspicious. It looked like real care, steady support, and genuine loyalty. After years of working hard in a sport that often overlooks women, this felt like the happy change Claressa had hoped for. But the deeper you look, the clearer it becomes that the story is far more troubling.
People trying to insinuate, oh, why did you run your card and he didn't run his card?
For a long time, Papoose and Remy Ma were praised as a strong couple in hip-hop culture. He supported her during incarceration, and after her release, they built careers, fame, and public praise together through television, brand deals, and constant attention.
Y'all was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all seen me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all gotta stop, man.
Over time, their perfect image slowly fell apart. Rumors of betrayal surfaced, trust faded, and the once admired relationship became filled with anger, conflict, and public finger-pointing.
I hope to make another battle league that's popping. He literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records.
In public, Papoose and Remy Ma now behave like total strangers filled with resentment. They exchange harsh words online, take constant digs at each other, and openly tell the world their marriage is over. Their actions leave no doubt that the relationship has completely fallen apart, and there is no desire to fix it.
Treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills, not because I was taking care of his kittens.
This is where everything starts to feel awkward and unsettling. The divorce papers still remain unsigned, even after months have passed. There is no final ruling, no clear ending, just a long pause filled with blame from both sides. Each person accuses the other of slowing things down, which keeps the situation stuck. That confusion did not stay private. It spilled outward and eventually pulled Claressa Shields into the chaos. She became caught in emotional and legal tension that refused to settle. Claressa entered the situation very quickly, faster than most expected. Soon after rumors spread about Remy's betrayal, Papoose suddenly appeared beside Claressa, raising even more questions.
I wouldn't say that we was ever sneaking in the first place.
Well, you kind of want to keep it private, though, not keep it private.
Was like, we just was private, and we both knew that he was rapping me out February 2nd.
At first, he presented himself as a married man in pain, openly sharing his heartbreak and disappointment with everyone watching. Almost overnight, his behavior changed completely. He became deeply involved in Claressa's daily life, traveling alongside her, speaking for her, and staying close at all times. He praised her loudly and showed affection in very public ways, making sure people noticed. No one ignored how fast that shift happened. Going from a hurt husband to her biggest supporter raised serious questions. Many believe that sudden change explains why he showered her with attention early on.
I haven't paid for a flight, a hotel, a purse, nothing in I don't know how long.
From the outside, everything moved at a breakneck pace, and it likely felt just as intense behind closed doors. Warning signs appeared early and often, yet they were brushed aside. Papoose did not slowly enter Claressa's life or allow trust to grow naturally. Instead, he jumped in without hesitation. Serious conversations about long-term commitment surfaced almost immediately. Business choices followed soon after, creating financial ties alongside emotional ones. Claressa, after years of battling for recognition in a sport that often overlooks women, welcomed the feeling of having someone firmly standing beside her.
I'm like, girl, that's a trick. I've been taking care of my own stuff. Now, do Paps still take care of stuff? Yes, hotels, flights, trips. He take care of all that.
After spending so long having to fight for respect, that kind of care felt powerful and rare. It makes sense that she leaned into it. Even though people questioned how fast everything moved, she spoke openly about how she felt. Claressa said Papoose was the first man who truly treated her well. He stayed present, followed through, and never faded away when things got hard. For the first time, she felt secure, valued, and looked after in a way she had never known before. What she did not realize then was that this sense of safety came with hidden costs. Over time, those costs landed mostly on her shoulders, financially and emotionally. To make matters more complicated, Papoose persuaded Claressa that finalizing the divorce could wait, which only tied her deeper into a situation she did not fully understand yet.
It's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight, you know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers, it's time, it's all this stuff that gotta happen.
At the same time, Papoose kept saying he was the one who filed for divorce first. Still, nobody could understand why two people who clearly couldn't stand each other were legally married for so long. They argued online, exchanged harsh words, and made their dislike very public. Yet there was no signed paperwork, no judge's approval, and no real ending. On record, they remained connected, and that connection placed Claressa in an uncomfortable position. She was fully committed to a man whose legal and financial ties to his wife were still active. Without a completed divorce, nothing was clearly divided. There was no final decision about shared money, property, or responsibility. That lack of clarity becomes a serious issue once large sums are involved. Things became even more complicated when Claressa Shields signed her massive $8 million multi-fight agreement. This was not just another contract. It was a landmark moment that showed women boxers could earn real, life-changing money. The deal was structured so that Salida Promotions managed her fights, scheduling, media coverage, and broadcasts. At the same time, Win Records was set to handle her public image, brand deals, appearances, and expansion beyond boxing. Claressa proudly spoke about the agreement, calling it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. She even thanked Papoose publicly, saying his guidance helped make it happen. What looked like support and partnership on the surface would later raise difficult questions about control, money, and who truly benefited most from the arrangement.
I feel like I'm finally getting my just due, and this wouldn't have been possible. It wouldn't have been possible. Y'all about to, I'm gonna say it. It wouldn't have been possible without Papoose.
Here's the truth. That story was real, just not how people believed it. What Claressa agreed to looked a lot like a 360 style setup, the kind musicians warn about. Too many hands were involved, each taking a cut. Fees piled up fast, from management to promotion to commissions. When the money settled, the fighter risking her health and career walked away with much less than she should have, despite the deal sounding historic on paper.
My first deal was $1.5 million. Yes. Worst mistake ever in my life, taking that deal. But let me say this. When I lost my deal and the world turned their back on me, and I'm like, yo, I can't follow the industry way of releasing music.
The old school way.
Because the shit don't work for me.
Even so, Papoose pushed Claressa into a deal that worked in a similar way. He was not only her partner but also stepped into roles as her manager, promoter, and key industry link. Because of his position at Win Records, he earned money just for signing her on. Every public event Claressa attended brought income his way too, sometimes far more than what she received. Soon his name was back in the spotlight. Shows, interviews, and buzz returned after years of quiet. Claressa's rise gave his image fresh life when his own career had stalled. She was the one carrying the weight, creating momentum, and putting serious cash into play. Behind closed doors, though things looked messy, rumors claim both Papoose and Remy Ma were buried in debt. It's even alleged he hasn't paid federal taxes for over a decade, owing hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS.
One says $180,000, the other says $309,000. So there's a second tax lien. For $309,856 $1,000,000.83. These are just Papoose's.
Reports say Remy Ma owes over $600,000.
Remy currently has $622,474.76.
Together, the debt adds up to almost $1 million, and because they are still legally married, those financial problems are shared. That detail changes everything. It helps explain why Papoose pushed Claressa so quickly into complex agreements without slowing down or asking hard questions. Claressa was not just a girlfriend in this situation. She became a fix for issues that had nothing to do with romance. She was young, healthy, active, and earning real money with no tax trouble, no lawsuits, and no baggage attached to her name. That made her income clean and easy to move around. Every check she earned could be stretched to cover bills, debts, and lifestyles that Papoose and Remy could no longer maintain on their own. Whether she fully understood it or not, Claressa ended up steadying a sinking ship. And now, according to growing claims, that is exactly what took place. Close to $900,000, connected to Claressa's work and success, allegedly vanished. The money was said to be used to settle old obligations, fund daily living, and support people who were not risking their bodies or careers. Once Claressa realized the full picture, everything changed. Trust disappeared. Loyalty broke down. Confusion turned into anger. This was no longer about poor guidance or a fast-moving relationship. Felt like manipulation. Felt like being taken advantage of. Suddenly, earlier warnings from supporters did not sound hateful or jealous anymore. They sounded accurate. Even more telling, Remy reportedly slipped and called Claressa Papoose's come up. At the time, many brushed it off as bitterness, but now that comment feels very revealing.
Why don't you tell your current come up? Because that's what it is.
Now those comments are being heard very differently. People are paying closer attention, especially since Remy and Papoose still appear financially connected despite all the public arguing. When Claressa earns income, it seems both of them gain something from it. And if she tries to step back emotionally, the paperwork does not simply vanish. That is where the real problem sits. Claressa is caught in a situation where leaving does not bring relief, and staying does not bring peace. No matter which direction she turns, portions of her money are already committed elsewhere. The pressure grows to train harder, accept more bookings, show up constantly, and keep pushing forward, while the people she trusted continue to profit from her effort. That is the painful contradiction. Claressa Shields is one of the most dominant athletes the sport has ever seen. She is undefeated, a champion across divisions, an Olympic gold medalist, and a rare talent. Inside the ring, she controls everything. Outside of it, she ended up boxed into a situation she never prepared for. Supporters are hoping she fully recognizes what is happening, not just with her heart, but with her finances. Love should not mean paying for choices someone else made long before you arrived. Care should not arrive with hidden costs attached. Right now, one truth stands out clearly. The blows she is dealing with now are not physical. There are no gloves, no referee, and no bell to end the round. And the impact of this fight could last far longer than any injury she has ever faced under bright lights.